What up, what up, what up? The heavyweight division is getting more interesting, y'all. Y'all already know this is Punch on Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. Oleksandr Usyk calling out the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder. Ooh-wee. Y'all already know Tyson Fury called out Oleksandr Usyk, but Oleksandr Usyk said that, he wanted some time with his family, that he's been in the gym for 6 months, and, he needed a break, that he would rather fight Tyson Fury next year. But Tyson Fury said, I ain't gonna wait for you. So you know what Tyson Fury did? He called out Anthony Joshua. We already know the news. He called out Anthony Joshua, and people thought that Tyson Fury was bluffing. He wasn't bluffing. Anthony Joshua accepted the fight, and y'all already know they got to draw up a contract. Frank Warren, promoter of Tyson Fury, needs to send Anthony Joshua the contract for a December 3rd date. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be epic. Massive, bruv. Oleksandr Usyk calling out Deontay Wilder, that Deontay Wilder going to be fighting Robert Helenius October 15, Brooklyn, New York. Y'all already know my hometown. And we know that Deontay Wilder showed up in the Andy Ruiz-Luis Ortiz fight. And of course, a lot of people feel, especially in the PBC, that will be the next fight if Deontay Wilder gets through with Robert Helenius. But I believe that Deontay Wilder, even though I believe that Deontay Wilder Andy Ruiz is a good fight, he should take Oleksandr Usyk on his offer. Deontay Wilder has an opportunity to become champion once again. Anthony Joshua has an opportunity to be champion once again. Maybe if both of these guys take care of business, they could relive what they have fucked up. The undisputed heavyweight championship of the world was supposed to be Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. They messed it up in negotiations. And at the end of the day, whether there's belts on the line or not, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder needs to happen. Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury needs to happen. And of course, Oleksandr Usyk is in the mix. They all could get it too. Also, I would like to see also Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder or Oleksandr Usyk. I think that's a good matchup. I think they're supposed to be like an unwritten tournament. Look, in this heavyweight division, even if Tyson Fury fights Oleksandr Usyk and beat Oleksandr Usyk or vice versa, that doesn't mean we can't see Oleksandr Usyk versus Deontay Wilder or Andy Ruiz. Matter of fact, it was a great trilogy, right? The Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And I was, and of course, I wasn't so big on the trilogy because, of course, we had a undisputed in position for undisputed, so we could watch and see these guys blossom, enhance their legacy. I'm talking about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. That didn't come through fruition because, of course, Deontay Wilder had a rematch clause, but it was an epic trilogy. And speaking of Andy Ruiz, as much that people don't want to talk about it, I do believe that he should get a shot at a trilogy with Anthony Joshua as well. Of course, you already know Andy Ruiz stopped Anthony Joshua. Then in the rematch, he outboxed Andy Ruiz. And if Deontay Wilder, who was demoralized in the second fight with Tyson Fury, still got his shot and almost beat Tyson Fury, knocking him down 2 times in the trilogy, I do think in this heavyweight era, I think it's a just due for Andy Ruiz to also get a fight, get a trilogy with Anthony Joshua. I believe it's fair. I think it was more fair than the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So I like to call out with Oleksandr Usyk. I think it'll be a good fight. I even think that Oleksandr Usyk weights more than Deontay Wilder. But y'all already know Deontay Wilder is a problem for anybody. You know what I'm saying? He could catch anybody. You know what I'm saying? He got a freakish power that you could arguably say that he was probably one of the most powerful puncher, or maybe the most powerful puncher in the history of the sport of boxing. So with that equalizer, he's in the fight with anybody. And Oleksandr Usyk could get caught. But look, the heavyweight division I think is alive and well. Oh man, you know that we're going to be having Parker going to be fighting Joy Joyce. That's going to be a great fight. We already saw the Big Bang versus Felix Hergovich. That's great. We got Jared Anderson from our state, from our country, and he's going to be moving on up. So, and you still got Luis Ortiz, which he could get a fight too as well, man. The heavyweight division is lit, bro. The heavyweight division is lit, and I'm loving it. I love all the mixed matches that it could happen, and I do think that the Big Band actually beat, or probably could have been draw, but I did think that he beat Felix Hergovich, in my opinion. You still got Michael Hunter, and yo, the heavyweight division top 10 looking very, very good. And you still got Dillian White. Yo, I love this heavyweight division. You can mix and match and Daniel Dubois. Come on, yo. I love it. I love it. Let me know what y'all think about Oleksandr Usyk and Deontay Wilder. Let me see if Deontay Wilder should take that fight. And I have a lot of faith that Deontay Wilder actually could beat Oleksandr Usyk, though. Of course, he ain't more skillful than Usyk, but with that equalizer again, anything can happen. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.